Farid Ahmed's words of forgiveness were heard around the world following a terror attack in Christchurch, New Zealand.
I want a heart that will be full of love and will forgive lavishly.
Farid's wife Husna was among 51 Muslims massacred as they worshipped at two city mosques. And yet Farid chose love over hate.
I don't want to have a heart that is boiling like a volcano. A volcano has anger, fury, rage.
In this podcast, Farid shares his own extraordinary life story, weaving everyday lessons from a series of savage life shocks that would have overwhelmed many. He explores the nature of compassion and how forgiveness has helped him deal with his own trauma.
People ask me, why did you forgive someone who has killed your loved wife, beloved wife?
His words and stories offer both healing and hope for the future.
If our heart is full of love, then peace will start from here.
Episode 9. Education is a gift.
So, let us begin with a question. If you really love somebody and you want the best from that person, and you want to buy a gift for that, to motivate that person to be the best because you love this person so much, what would be the best gift? To me, is teaching. So, loving parents, they teach the best values to their kids. This is the teaching. Why? Because they love the children so much and they want their children to be the best. I have the same motivation. Yes, you are right, I have been using my talent in different ways. Writing, taking class, person to person. And I have taken, you could say, I have taken this service as my number one priority in my life. Because I want to give, I want to share the gift of knowledge for the best of the people that I love most. I love everyone, and if I could give tips to everyone, I could have. So, I'll give a couple of examples that how it started. The first day I went to the primary school. So my headmaster took me in his room for assessment. How much did I know? Which group he could put me in? So he started asking me questions from some textbooks, and he found out that I could answer everything. And then he became suspicious or curious, whatever you say. You know everything. What about this page? Can you answer this? I answer. Next page. And then he went from the first page to the last page of the book. Farid, how did you know all these things? So my answer was that my brother, immediate older brother, he was 2 years older than me. So, I was reading all his textbooks and I was memorizing them before I even went to the primary school. Then he said to me, from today, you are not a student. I'll make you a teacher. He said, what? Yes, my son. I'll guide you. And you will take 30 children under the big banyan tree. That is your school. Because our classroom were small. And for the viewers, you need to know, I'm talking about such a classroom so much different than today. The classroom had no chair, no table, no concrete floor, no proper writing board, It was old dust, not muddy but dry soil. And then our chair was a bamboo, a piece of bamboo, so we had to sit on the bamboo. And our books were on our lap. So compared to that classroom, when he said you will go under the banyan tree, that was like a paradise. Go there under the banyan tree. The banyan tree was huge. And as children, there was a gossiping that some ghost, they live on that banyan tree. So I told him, what about the ghost? And he said, just, do something. And then the fear will go away. So I took the group and we said, if we climb up and down many times, maybe the ghost will go away. But when we climb, we have to count 1, 2, 3. Together, we have to shout together. So that's how going up, coming down, climbing, we used to memorize the numbers, the timetable, and then spelling. It was so nice, holding hands together, singing together, jumping together. And our slate was this, the dust you write down and then you omit it, write down again. It was really fun. So that was my beginning. And then, fortunately, wherever I went, high school, trainings, Polytech, this teaching was a part in me. I did voluntary. Even in my Polytech, some of my teachers, they used to tell me that if you are not busy for a class, you come and you look after the drawing group. You look after this engineering shop group. I was good at that because I loved it. And I thought I was giving a gift. When I came to New Zealand, I always used to take some children classes. Most particularly after my accident, terrible accident, when I got a second chance in my life, I would say. So I was trained to be on wheelchair. So the first thing I thought about to start another voluntary class. All my teaching, writing, etc., I need to point out that I never charge anything for those things. Because as I said, gift. For gift, you do not ask for anything in return. So the first thing I thought, and I talked to my wife, Hosna, what can we do? We are here in Christchurch. We have come from Nelson. So we thought of starting a children class. It's Sunday, every Sunday, and in our first session, we had 56 children. It was quite big. So my wife, she took the whole responsibility for managing them. She was a natural, talented person. He could control the children easily. And I took the responsibility for delivery, just to, taking the teaching part. And it has been going on since then. So that class now, maybe 27 years, now I'm running it. And also, maybe I should add another story that, wherever I get chance, I do this sort of things. And I love it. So when I was in Barwood Hospital, in recovery stage, my wife said to me that a new young man, he was a teenager, and he was jumping and he broke his neck. And unfortunately, he became a tetraplegic. So he was brought to Barut Hospital for retraining, and the medical team straight cut. They told him that he was not going to walk again in his entire life. And that message took him into deep depression. He didn't want to talk to even his parents. He didn't want to talk to anyone. He didn't want to eat. He didn't want to drink. His point was, what's the point of staying alive? I want to die. I cannot live like this. I cannot use my hand. I cannot use my leg. I cannot get up independently from the bed. I cannot even do normal bathroom stuff. What's the point? My friends will be playing. They will be enjoying. And I have to sit on the chair. I cannot join. I have a mind. So, if I can do all these activities, what's the point of living? When my wife said to me this, I felt for him. And I wanted to give him some tips as a gift. I was not a tetraplegic. I was a little bit better than him. I can use my upper arms. But still, I had the impact as he had. So I wanted to share. I asked my wife to talk to his parents if they allow me to go near him and have some words with him. They said, if you can do it, it will be a great thing. So the nurses, they pushed my bed and too close to him, and then we were strangers, never knew one another. But I wanted to grab his attention, to motivate him to talk to me. That was challenging, but it didn't take more than 5 minutes. We got connected. We talked. After an hour or so, he was giggling. He was giggling. And he said, oh, you gave me so much hope. That means I can do these things. I said, yeah. Maybe, that is why you are destined to be like this. Because look, we need people for different services. And to do certain service, to do certain actions, you need to be in a certain position. So maybe the life is directing you to be on the wheelchair so that you can do this special services that normal people cannot do. You can be special. So with all this, I'm so pleased, he was so positive. And he said, I should eat them. I should drink them. Yes. All right. So I left him. And then I said to him, call the bottom. So the nurse will come. And then you can ask them to assist you. Their parents came in, saw him. What happened? How come you are so cheerful? He said, I talked to Farid. He gave me some tips. It makes sense to me,
That is a beautiful story, but it makes me wonder if what you're saying here from lived experiences, that we all, each of us has a chance to be a helper, a teacher, to assist.
Look, when I was told that I could not walk, my immediate reaction was, I'm useless. I'm really useless because all my life I was active. So especially if you are a teenager, a young person, and you are listening to me, just imagine you are active. You have friends, you have study, or you have job, you are doing so many activities. And if you have an accident, you may think, like me, I'm useless. But that was a mistake. Very soon, I turned my mind around. And I reminded myself that you are not useless. You are only shifting yourself from one direction to another direction of usefulness. That's all. So I learned that, okay, I had 100% ownership of a company, and I lost 20%, and I still have 80%. Now, what is wise? Should I give up with depression, give up this 80% because of the depression of 20%? Or the wisdom is, okay, 20% gone, 80% I still have. Let me be busy with this 80% and enjoy it. Which one is wiser? The wiser is what I have, still what I have. I should use it. I should enjoy it. I should contribute it. And I can still contribute heaps of things. So one day I will die and people will remember me with respect and admiration. So in our life, whether it is an accident, whether it is a grief, whether it is a loss, we all share these things. We all, in different forms. But if we, instead of focusing too much on what we have lost, if we focus on what we have and enjoy it, then we will be the happiest people in this world.